So on days like today, I need these mindfulness exercises where I'm here, like picking up mushrooms, for example, just to like stay in reality and not drift into like suicidal depression. And so grabbing the mushroom by like the bottom area and very slowly squeezing and gently pulling, it enables me to get like the very root part out of it. And I can tell if I'm succeeding at the mindfulness exercise by whether or not I get the very root of it. Because when I'm really dissociated, I'm pulling too hard and too fast, or I'm not grabbing at the base, or I'm being too impatient with it, or whatever might be happening. And so this is a great mindfulness exercise because it allows me to be present. It gives me something to do to be present in the moment, engages me with the present moment, challenges me to get in nature, get my hands dirty, explore places of the property I would otherwise ignore and maybe not spend a lot of time in, like under trees. And it has, with the mindfulness exercise, it has a way of gauging how dissociated and how mindful I am. I can tell by, not just by how, like, I pull, like this one, for example, it's too connected, and normally they would have fallen apart at the bottom if I wasn't being mindful and present. Like, I was really dissociated and, like, not succeeding at this exercise. I wouldn't have gotten these two. My hair's totally wrapped in the tree. And so it has a gauge of how well I'm succeeding in it. And I can tell by how frustrated I am versus how relaxed I am, how distracted I am versus how engaged and focused I am, how silly this feels versus how fun this feels. All of those tell me whether I'm dissociated or not. And so it helps to have a mindfulness exercise that includes clues of how well I'm doing overall, some way to check in with myself while engaging in this mindfulness activity. I especially like this one too because these mushrooms otherwise don't get picked. They don't get any attention. It doesn't matter. It's inconsequential. And so it's something that I can do that doesn't impose on anyone else's, territory. No one is being harmed by, me engaging in this. And so it's definitely a good go-to, especially compared to a lot of the coping tools I was using before I started to learn how to manage my dysregulated autonomic nervous system a lot better. So Healing Journey Homeschool looks like this sometimes. And hiding under trees like this too kind of helps the littles feel little again. I used to, play under trees and climb trees and all that stuff, no problem. It could be a tree that would barely even support a person, and when you're little, it doesn't matter. You can go under spaces. It's not weird. It's not uncomfortable. It's whatever. It's childhood, and so stuff like this, even though it's uncomfortable for my adult body to be squatting like this, it makes the littles, my child parts of consciousness, feel very loved and comforted and wanted, and like they have permission to play and enjoy life. And that in turn relieves anxiety and depression for like us, like the system as a whole. And so the adult parts will experience relieved anxiety and depression when we nurture our littles like this.